Okay. Welcome guys to part 1B of my playthrough of the Mythos Busters campaign play-along. This time I'm going through the Untamed Wilds with true solo Luke Robinson, which is going to be pretty interesting. He's only got 5 health, so there's a good chance he's going to die, but we'll see. In terms of supplies, I am going with binoculars, map and torches just like Skids, but instead of the blanket I'm taking medicine because poison is way worse for Luke. Not only if I can't cure the poison am I taking physical trauma, which is with 5 health is really scary, but yeah, the autofouls and stuff, but it's mostly the physical trauma actually. No blanket means I'm taking 2 trauma for sure, but I can choose to make it mental, which I'm totally fine with. So with the card pool, as I said in the Skids playthrough, you've only got access to the core set, the Forgotten Age, the starter decks, and the return 2 boxes, respectively to those 2 campaigns, so you've got a limited card pool, so there's really not much physical soak. Don't have access to what's his name, the guy you put Doom on to get resources, David Renfield. So he's usually a really good health soak for Mystics, but basically all the allies have 1 health and 3 sanity, and with all the arrows from the trees and things like that, the chance of them sticking around is pretty slim. So really my plan is just to get to Ichitaka, parley with her as fast as possible, and then I don't have to worry about those going forward. The other thing that's really scary and a really good reason to parley with Ichitaka quickly is your Dream Gate is connected to each revealed location. So if you get the Esli warriors just chilling on a location, you can get away from that location, sure, but as soon as you go to your gate box, if you're there at the end of the turn, they can ping you, they shoot into your dreams. So it's not very thematic, but it's pretty bad for Luke. So as soon as I can parley with Ichitaka, make her my friend, the sooner I don't have to worry about those guys. So here's crossing our fingers that we don't run into them early on. Alright, I'm not going to go through the story again, or at all, because it's a lot of reading, especially playing through the campaign twice, so you can read the story yourselves. I've read it a few times now already in my playthroughs with friends and solo, so I pretty much know how it goes. I'm playing on standard again. Yeah, I don't think there's much else. I'll post my deck list down below so you can go check it out. It's mostly focused on Seeker stuff actually. I'm trying to boost his investigation rather than willpower. He's got Shrivelings and he's got Mists of Relay for spells. He doesn't, because there's so many single clue locations, I haven't gone for the clairvoyances because it just doesn't feel very efficient having to play clairvoyance and then use clairvoyance on single clue locations to investigate. So I'd rather rely on the Seeker package, magnifying glasses and things like that to try to get clues. High shroud locations, we've got things like working a hunch, and other ways just to pick up clues, and one of the first things we're going to upgrade into as soon as possible is Seeking Answers, which is a fairly new Seeker event, which you can investigate a location and then pick up 2 clues from connecting locations. And since you can do it from your Dream Gate, you can investigate a 1 shroud and then pick up 2 clues off any revealed location on the map, which is pretty nuts to just clear off difficult locations in true solo. So I'm hoping that really helps me speed through some of these maps while just trying to avoid enemies at every cost. Yeah, that's kind of my game plan, and hopefully Luke's health pool holds up. But I think the first couple of scenarios is going to be make or break, and once we get through those, the campaign hopefully becomes more manageable, but you never know. So, alright, I think we're ready to get started, so I'm going to draw my opening hand. I'm just going to go shuffle everything to make sure. Yeah, alright, there we go. forget at some point. Alright, let's see what we draw. Oh, and I forgot to mention my weakness that was drawn for this campaign as part of our big draw was Unspeakable Oath Curiosity, which is actually like pretty fine because I just need to basically waste an action investigating a location that has no clues on it. Yeah, so I can do that in my gate box as well, which is a 1 shroud. So like really this is pretty fine. Might slow me down a little bit, but unless it comes out right at the end of the scenario or something, I think I'll be okay. It's also a pretty high XP campaign, so it's, yeah, not so bad. Alright, what did we draw? Got Vantage Point, Shriveling, Hyper Awareness, Opening Hunch, and Guts. I really just want a hard mulligan for my stat boosts, Magnifying Glasses, and Milan. Milan is scary with 1 health, but yeah. We got a Milan, we didn't get a Magnifying Glass, so Milan it's going to have to be for now, and hope we don't draw the arrows in the trees. We might take 1 arrows and just go down to 3 health, but dropping below that is a bit spooky. Right, cool. So we'll just start off with my turn. First action. Oh, actually, we should probably just flip this location first. You can resign, you can check your supplies. If you have a map, you look at the top 3 cards of the exploration deck and place 1 on the bottom and the other 2 on the top in any order. And of course, in the return to, which is what I'm playing, I don't know if I mentioned, this is the return to the Untamed Wilds. You can check your supplies ability from the expedition camp from any location. You can see it there under the line, there's additional rules. Cool. And I do have a map, so I can do that. Okay. So I'm going to spend 4 on Milan because he's going to pay himself back pretty quick. And then I believe we will just explore. Yeah. So it's worth noting as well, I've got it out on the map, but this Wondrous Journey Dream Gate is actually technically out of play. And every time I use the gate box, it comes into play, so I can trigger Vantage Point for a location entering play every time I go to my gate box and drag a clue to it and make my gate box Wondrous Journey thing 0 shroud. So it's a good way to snipe clues as well. Alright, second action. We have flipped it. We are exploring. I have shuffled that, so we are going to the Riverside Temple. That is definitely connected. Forced, after any number of clues are discovered from Riverside Temple, check your supplies. If no investigator at Riverside Temple has chalk, which I don't, shuffle an equal number of cards from the top of the encounter deck into the exploration deck. Okay. Not my favourite, but I don't like putting cards in here if I can avoid it, which I do have to do now just for successfully exploring, but that's just a mechanic in this return too. That's nothing I can avoid. I need to successfully explore at some point, but adding tons of clues is not ideal, but that's fine. So third action, I think we're just going to investigate here. So it's a 4-to-1, I believe, because I've got 3 basic plus 1 from Milan. So I'm 4-to-1. It's pretty good. Don't need to trigger this. I may as well use Burning the Midnight Oil to investigate. So when this action begins, again, 2 resources. So it's just 2, and I'm up by 3. Great. That's my last action. And we can grab this clue. Okay. So no enemies. So we're just going to go to upkeep. Another Milan. Okay. If he dies, I can just play him again. So that's okay. I would prefer to see Magnifying Glasses, I think, just because we're going to start hitting higher shroud stuff. But for now, this is fine. Okay. End of the round, and then we go to the Mythos phase. So we get 1 doom out of 6. By the way, we're just trying to get 3 clues and not be at a campsite location. So Doom, and then an encounter card. Resentful Wilds. Take a Horror. And then attach this to a location. And then if we successfully explore from here, we get a Vengeance. Not that awesome early, I guess. Because I mean, we could go back here and explore. I do kind of like these locations. I think if we go over here, if we find this one, I guess we use our map and then decide based on what comes up, right? Because then we can guarantee that we're going to get something. Oh, we had to shuffle a bad card into that deck as well, because we successfully got a clue off the Riverside Temple. Forgot about that, but that's okay. This water protection is going to be nice for keeping Milan alive as well, or avoiding poison. Okay, so that was my bad card, so it's back to me. Get my actions now. So I guess we use our map first thing, right? Look at the top three. Okay, Pit Viper. So that is not connected to anything. We could do the waterfall from here. Guess we do. So we'll put the Pit Viper on the bottom. It doesn't matter, but alright, second action. We'll move. And then third action we'll explore. Cool. For Shroud, one clue. If you have Rope, the Shroud is 1, which I don't have, and if you fail a skill test, I have to discard a random, while investigating, you have to discard a random card from your hand. Cool, okay, that's probably okay. I mean, I don't really have a great way. I can vantage point to kind of grab clues off there, but it's a bit iffy. Alright, we successfully explored, so we have to shuffle a card in here. And that was my whole turn, because I had to move and then explore. Alright. So no enemy still, so we just go straight to upkeep. Got a Barricade. I'm trying this card. I don't know if it is actually good, but maybe I can run away from enemies, use Luke's ability to play this somewhere and kind of cut off a bit of the map, or at least make them take a long way around. It'll be better in some scenarios than others, I think, but yeah. This might get cut. I kind of wanted to just play a Luke Robertson deck that used Barricade, and this seemed like a good opportunity with a limited card pool, so here we are. It also commits for basically everything that I want to do, so, you know, it's not terrible just to throw into a test. That was upkeep, so now we go to end of round Mythos phase, and we get an encounter card. Ancient Eels. It's probably a ward, isn't it? It's just another turn that I get to play. This is tough, because like you could use this on stuff like Snakebite to save Milan. I think because I have another Milan in hand, we just ward it. We'll take the horror on Milan, because that's fine, and just not put the Doom. And it's back to me. Alright. It's not actually super easy to investigate this location currently, because I need my magnifying glasses. We don't have a great... Just drawing feels bad. There's still 25 cards in this deck, so it's what, like 1 in 12 chance of drawing one. The more I draw, the more likely I am to just pick it up in upkeep and things though, so it's just very slow. Let's start off by stacking the exploration deck by using the map. Okay, circuitous trail. And resources had this one in skids as well. It sucked, and he could generate heaps of money. We do not have the compass, but it is a way to connect to the ruins of Etsley. It's also victory 1. I mean, we're definitely putting it on top. Arrows in the trees can go on the bottom again. Not going to really matter because I'm going to explore to Circuitous Trail. So that's fine. So we really want this clue. Do I waste a gate box and a vantage point? I'm just going to quickly look at this. It's a 1 shroud, okay. No, I think we're just going to explore. Okay, so... Oops, that's the wrong button. Cool, we'll come down here. We have to shuffle a card back in here. So I'm leaving this here because I can always play an event to investigate a location nearby. So like I can always just clear this clue off later if I need to. But for now I am happy to do the Circuitous Trail. It's much easier to investigate for me because I'm up by 3. Like I can always working a hunch from a distance to pick it up, or you know, there's so many options with Luke's ability to just use events on neighbouring locations. Cool. So we used the map, we explored, and now with my last action I'm going to investigate at 4 to 1. No, I'm not. Oh, and that cost me 3 resources. That sucks. Oh, we haven't been using Milan. We had him out for the first one, so we should be 1 resource up at least from that last turn. I know there was a reason I bought him. Cool, alright. Auto fail was bound at some point. I had such a lucky run with skids that, you know, I'm glad that it's still actually in the chaos bag. Alright, that was my turn. Still no enemies, so we go to upkeep. Doomon and Mythos phase. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Nothing to do about that. We're at 4 out of 6. We had well and truly parlayed with Ichitaka by this point with skids. I don't know if we're going to do as well. Oh well, it's back to me. Still no enemies. And I've still got Milan on the table, so can't complain too much. So we're going to investigate again. We're up by 3. Yeah, we're just going to do it. Actually, why am I spending resources here? Like that whole trick I was talking about, where I can just grab clues off locations. Yeah, that's... I mean, I gotta do it though. I actually have to do it. No, we're gonna go 3 out. Okay, cool. We get the clue. Milan will trigger. And we get this. So we can't explore from here now. We could move back here and then explore across to here. We need 1 more clue. Or we can gate box and then investigate. Yeah, I have the money now. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's not a great use of this, but I think I just don't want to fall behind in pace. I just need to keep up with the ancient evils, basically. So we're going to gate box. And this also lets us just kind of teleport to where we need to go. We're going to play our vantage point, which reduces the shroud of this dream gate by 1, and we get to move a clue to it. Ooh, go back here, clue. So it is now a 0 shroud, and it has a clue. So that's a fast action to do that, and with my... so we should only have 1 action left, right? What do we have to? What did we do? We investigated. No, I guess we have 2 left. Yeah, I can't think of anything else we've done. Alright, so we'll investigate. Yep, anything but an auto-fail will succeed because we're testing against a 0 difficulty test. So we'll grab that clue. Ooh. Can we just break the game now? Because we could advance. We're at a non-campsite location, but enemies can't spawn at the Dream Gate. And Ichitaka is an enemy. How does that work? That's pretty weird. Like, if she just can't spawn, do we just like fail a scenario? So let's not spawn her now because I just don't know how that works. Yeah. Alright, so I've got one more action. We could use the map to start. Oh, except the ruin's going to come out, so there's no point doing it now. Could get money. We could, I guess we start drawing cards because we need to succeed on this parlay. Just get, we need a perception, or we get hyper awareness down and get money. Because magnifying glasses only work on investigates; they don't work on parlays. So it's draw a card or get money. The slower version is getting hyper awareness down. I did not pay for that vantage point, I think, because I paid 3 to do the investigate, got the money back from Milan, gate boxed, and then paid for vantage point. And that was a Milan dollar. So I have no money, so it's probably just draw cards then and hope for the perceptions and things like that. Yeah, I don't really want to fight her. Okay, that's fine. That was my last action. No enemies still, so we just got to upkeep. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, at some point we just have to waste an action, which is not really what we want to do now, but it could be way worse, so let's not stress too much. 5 out of 6 doom, and then we get an encounter card. When do we pop back from this? At the end of the investigation phase, so we actually had to move somewhere. If we go here, it's connected to Ruins of Etzli and here, which is kind of where we're trying to go for VP. So let's do that. We'll have to pay to explore, but that's probably fine. Arrows from the trees, no! Take a damage plus an additional damage for each ally asset you control. I think I'm going to stick with what I said earlier and take some damage for now. And then we can just hitch Milan later if we have to, and hope that that's enough. Cool. Sweet, so that's done. Okay. I don't think I'm ready to spawn Ichitaka. Got $1. Do I? Let's trying to figure out ways to get more money for this hyper awareness, but the only ways I can think of doing it is just kind of wasting turns, like you investigate places, and I wish this was the other bloody heart one. It's so much easier for me. Money sucks. Or I should have bought a compass, that would also have been good. just going to start drawing cards, which is not optimal, but hey. So first action. Okay, cool. That's good because I've got cards in hand. Second action, we'll play that. Now do we spawn each Tucker, and we can only spend $1, which would mean we're at 5 to a 4, so we still need money. Okay, so we'll get our money, and that, so play higher, and then get money. That's my turn, no enemies still, so let's go to upkeep. Working Hunch is really nice. Yeah, it's going to be a good way to snipe clues off any High Shroud ruins that come out that we just don't want to deal with. So that's really nice to see. And we now have $3 to pump into higher education to parlay with each Tucker. I mean, if she comes out, we might just have to K-box away if we fail. So we can get to 7 to her 4, so it can be up by 3, so there's only 2 tokens that fail in that parlay. So, alright, but we go to end of round, which will advance this. So we shuffle the encounter discard pile and the set aside agents of Yig. Got a little bit of lag, there we go. There's agents of Yig. And then we are doing a brain test of 3, so I'm at 4, I'm going to commit my guts. So 4, 5, 6, we're up by 3. Could throw a barricade in, but that doesn't get rid of any tokens, so I think that's the best we can do. We could pump it with money, but I'm saving that money for each Tucker, so we'll be up by 3. Okay, we're fine. So we dodge the poison and we get to draw a card off this. Nice. That's nice. So we could potentially actually save some money here. Alright, and it's back to me. So we're going to spend our 3 clues. Go here. To advance this. A little bit later than I would have liked. This is back down to 0 and we've got 9 doom left. Put each Tucker into play in the lead investigator's location and shuffle the discard pile. What happened there? That's super weird. That's alright, we needed it. Oh no, we need it soon. We need it in the next act, which might be in 1 action. So she engages us. First action, we'll parlay with her. I guess we save money in case we need to parlay a second time. So we'll go, so that makes us 5 to 4. No, it makes us 6 to 4 because we have the Milan. So we can put 1 more in. So I think we just put the hyper awareness in 7 to 4, so we're up by 3. Yeah, sweet. Puts the 1 clue on her. Which puts her in the victory display. And then we can immediately advance. Remember that she's leading the way, add a cultist token to the chaos bag, and shuffle the ruins in. Cool. That's what we were looking for. So now she's parlayed, we don't have to worry too much about the little Etzli warriors coming out or the arrows from the trees anymore. Milan has survived, which is what we wanted. Put that in there, give it a shuffle. Okay. So now, Etzli Guardian, enemies cannot attack or be attacked and ignore the effects of each arrows from the tree's treachery. We need to find the ruins of Etzli, to spend some clues, and advance. And then the scenario is over. So, we've got 2 more actions. This is gone. So I guess we start investigating, sorry, not investigating, exploring. Yeah. Yeah. We'll use our map first, because we don't want to waste explorations from this location. because we have to pay. I did shuffle that when I put new ones in, right? Voice of the Jungle, no thank you. Ruins of Etsley, we do want that. And the Temple of the Fang, which is over here. So, or even down here actually. We will put this on the bottom. And these two on top. And then we're going to pay 3 and go to the Ruins of Etsley. Definitely going to fit, yes. Yes, cool. I've made this mistake before. Alright, 3 clues. 2 clues, sorry, 3 shroud. If you fail a skill test while investigating the Ruins of Etsley, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Yeah, don't really want to fail here, but we potentially have ways around it in our deck, working a hunch, things like that, or, you know, moving clues to our dream gate. Yeah, cool. So that was our last action. Yep. Still no enemies, so we'll upkeep. Perception's good, I like that. Yeah. Doom. And we get an encounter card. Hey, the Brood of Yig. I'm pretty sure Skid's got this guy here as well. I don't have a great way of dealing with this at the moment, except by gateboxing away. He's a hunter. There is no vengeance. We can use barricades to... I mean, we can play this at some point. We also need to get rid of this, so it might be worth going, just gateboxing away, investigating our location. Yeah. Just to get rid of it. Just investigate at a 4-1. I think that's probably what we do. Just trying to think if there's any better way of doing like a better timing window to use the gatebox, but probably not. Like, because yeah, the Wondrous Journey, whatever it is, the location goes away at the end of the investigator phase, right? So yeah, we can just use that to move somewhere, preferably far enough away from him. This isn't fast, is it? No. Can it move into? Okay. So we'll gatebox. Whoop. Which will leave this guy behind, but he will be ready. I kind of want to lure him away a little bit. That's fine. We're going to investigate our location. So we're at 4-1. Hey, that's really nice. I get to put a charge back on the gate box. No, that's a clue. Okay. Okay. We will succeed, and we will get to discard this. So that was our first action. We will also get a money for successfully investigating. That seems good. You could pin old mate in with a barricade. Is that worth it? Or do we wait for him to leave and then get him, like, pin him out? Like, we can drop it on the waterfall. Like, he hunts here, not waterfall, sorry, on the circuitous trail. So in 2 turns we put it here, and then we can kind of circle around and get back here, and he can't come back this way, he has to keep chasing us all the way around. I mean, assuming we don't get this location, which kind of connects everything. Yeah, let's not play this yet. We could drop the Shriveling. He's Got 3 health, which is a bit of a pain to kill. Takes 2 actions, assuming they don't fail. He's not too hard to fight though. Like, I may as well take a turn, I think, just sitting in my Dream Gate rather than using a move action. So we could play the Shriveling. I think I need to get money to do that though, don't I? Is that worth it? I don't really want to kill any of the other enemies that come out. Can't really remember what else was in that encounter set. The question is, do we kill him? Do we just draw cards? Or do we... I mean, okay, let's use our map. I think that's probably wise. Did we... We didn't put a card in when we did Ruins of Exley, because that should be at 9. So we're going to do that. So let's set up our exploration. River Canyon, we kind of want to avoid if we can. We cannot. We could just explore now to get rid of that overgrowth. Because we explore, and the first thing we'll hit is the overgrowth. The overgrowth will attach to the Dream Gate, which will then go out of play, which I assume means the overgrowth just falls off, and that makes this deck smaller. And then next turn we can use map. I don't know if it's the most efficient use of my time, but I'm going to give it a shot. So we'll explore. Because we can do it from any location, right? Yeah. The only stipulation is that if it's a connecting location, you put it into play and move to it. This connects to all revealed locations, but it connects to nothing else. So you're just going to keep drawing until you hit one of the bad cards. So we get the River Canyon, and then we get an overgrowth. Attach your location. Boom. This goes back in. Gets shuffled. I'm pretty sure it does get shuffled. Yeah, nice. And that's it. End of the investigator phase. I have to move somewhere. If we move here, we can potentially get this location, a little T, but then the enemy dude's going to be right on me. Or we can go over here. We're going to go to Vengeance when we explore from here. But maybe that's just what we do now. We kind of start looping around back to the Ruins of Exley. So yeah, Vengeance it is. End of the round, this gets discarded as well because this location is no longer in play. Right, this deck's slightly easier to deal with. Alright, enemies hunt. He's going to hunt here. And we come down here and we get to do our upkeep. Hey, I like this a lot. Makes me heaps more consistent. Why is he in my hand slot? He should be here. So upkeep, end around, Doom, 2 out of 9, and a bad card. Pit Viper. Ugh, man. Where are my Mists of Relay? I guess I can gatebox again. That sucks though, because I really want to be exploring from here. I have no good ways of pumping this. I can commit my barricade. I can't let it do an attack of opportunity against me. So the question is, do we just gatebox? The problem is the location I'm at, right? I really want to be exploring from here. So we really want to evade successfully, use the map, and then get out of here. So I guess that's just what we're gonna do. I'm gonna need some luck. Worst case scenario, I can gatebox before he hits me. So I'm gonna barricade. sorry, commit barricade for the one extra foot, so we're at 4, 2, 3. I'm only up by 1, but I've got nothing else. Can't put money into it. Yep, just up by 1. Nope. That was the first action. Do we cut our losses? Gatebox out. But then where are we exploring? Oh man. I think we're just up by 0 and we just try. No. This is kind of lame. If we try again, we just end up here. So we can gatebox. Wow. Kind of wish I still had my hyper awareness now. Played it instead of the higher education. Just being able to pump up that foot would be really nice. I mean, I guess I'd only have $1 instead. Just going too slow. Too slow. There's really no point in me evading, because I evade and then I have to gatebox anyway. So I may as well gatebox. Oh, come on, clip. So we're going to leave him behind. Come over here. And I guess we just draw a card. When we used the map, what did we see? Oh no, that's right, we had to shuffle it because we hit the overgrowth, so we don't know. So let's use our map again. There's Pit Vipers, man. Oof. Okay. Interesting. So, this guy unfortunately is going to hunt here, which makes this hard to get to. Because we now, it's the end of the investigator phase, which means we have to pick somewhere to go now. So if we go here, he'll hunt here. Otherwise he's hunting onto us, which is pretty bad. Yeah, this is all pretty bad. We would like to get there. We want to get rid of this guy, really. Alright, I guess we're going back to the expedition camp. Enemy phase, this guy hunts. We might have a gatebox again next turn. Or we play our shriveling and we're going to kill him. But we're running out of turns again. Story of my life. Okay, so that was the enemy phase, so we do upkeep. Cool. Really want a Mists of Relay. That'd be super handy. This is the Mystic problem. It's like you just rely on a couple of assets to do your things, and if you don't draw them, you just really struggle sometimes. Okay, this is okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. So that was upkeep. So end of the round, we go to 3 out of 9 Doom, and then we draw an encounter card. Wow. Another hunter enemy. This barricade would have actually been maybe handy. So yeah, I just wanted to play my shriveling. I was probably just going to chill here for a turn, let this guy hunt me and then fight him, but now this boa is going to be sort of a nightmare. mists would be so handy. So we can evade and just be 1 up. Yeah, I think we got her. That is minus like 5. Yeah. So nope, we'll evade and be 1 up. Okay. But we only have 1 action. So I think we play the Shriveling because we just need to start dealing with some of these enemies. I do not like it though. It is not good. Okay. Yeah, pretty gross. Enemy phase, this guy hunts. He will engage me. This guy's going to ready, but he won't hit me. So I get hit for 1 and 1. Go to 3 and 2. And then we go to upkeep. I do like that a lot, actually. This is super good. So maybe we can afford to actually leave these guys. Huh. Alright, well, I think I might have a plan. Cool. Well, this is actually, this makes my plan, I think, smarter. So I can gatebox out now, and I can play this to clear off the Ruins of Etzli. Draw an encounter card. If I draw another enemy, it just whiffs. If I draw like arrows from the tree, it whiffs. So like this, I don't think there's heaps. Like Ancient Evils would suck, but hey, I wouldn't lose. And then I can also, working a hunch, do I have the money? I do. To grab a clue off another location. So I think I'm going to gatebox now and just leave all these guys behind. Play the Shriveling, but I think this is pretty good. Come over here. Okay, we'll play Drawn to the Flame as my first action. So we get an encounter card, Curse of Yig, -1 fight, -1 health. So I'm currently 1 away from dead, and a Curse of Yig will kill me. Alright, we're going to have to deal with that. Probably sooner rather than later. But we do get the 2 clues off here, which is good. So what I was hoping to do is action move here and explore, but then I'm literally, if I draw a Curse of Yig, I just die. Because I will go down to 3 health. So I feel like I actually have to do this brain test. Which means I probably have to explore maybe from here to avoid this wall of enemies hunting me. I've always got this gate box, so like there is a window when enemies hunt before they attack where I can trigger my gate box to run away from them. So if I want to avoid getting hit for damage, I can. So I think Curse of Yig I should test. So yeah, we don't have any vengeance, I believe. Yes, we have avoided this resentful wild so far. So it is only a 2 test. I'm currently at 4. So up by 2 is pretty solid, but I think I will throw the guts in to go up by 3. No, sorry, 4, 6, up by 4. Do I put 1 more in just to cover the -5? I feel like I will regret it if I don't. Maybe I don't have 5 cards in hand anymore, so I can't. So we'll be up by 4. Okay, and we get to draw a card off the guts. So this is gone. That was my second action. So moving is now not super valuable. Because we get a free move. So I guess do we get a money or do we draw a card? How many turns have we got left? 5 plus Ancient Evils, so not heaps. Or we could look at the exploration deck. No, we already know the one that is down here is on top, so we don't want to screw with it. So I think we're going to end up here. We need money because we're going to be exploring from the circuitous trail next turn. There we go. So we'll get money. Alright. Enemy phase. Oh, end of investigation phase. Sorry, we have to pick a location. We're going to pop down here. Enemy phase. We got 2 hunters that are going to hunt. They will hunt 2 here. Then we go to upkeep. Okay, there's my magnifying glasses, which we can pop out when we need them, but I've got that working hunch sitting there, which is probably going to be hopefully useful. We're going to be running low on resources, but I think it's okay. Okay. So that was upkeep. End of round, 5 out of 9. And we get an encounter card. Snake Bite. Test 3 agility. If I fail, either an asset dies or I take direct damage and get poisoned. Throw in the unexpected courage, I think. So we'll be up by 2. No. Okay, sorry Milan. So there's a reasonable chance if that comes out again we get poisoned, so hopefully not. I could play Milan now to avoid it, but then I can't explore, and I really need to explore this turn, so alright, we're going to explore. I think we just need to start ploughing through. So we're going to get the Overgrown Ruins, which is connected here and here. Yep. And then we move there. It's a 5 shroud with 1 clue. We're going to just work and hunch that at some point. We can do it from the Dream Gate. I don't think we worry about paying for it. Alright, so that cost me 3 resources, right? We revealed the location, which was the important bit, so we can get that 2 VP just by going to the gate box and getting out of here. So now, I think alright, so let's plan this out a little bit. We've got 2 actions left, so we can. Oh, we successfully explored, so we need to do this. Let's plan it out. So these enemies are going to hunt, and they hunt to me, and then I can gatebox away. That happens after the investigation phase, so I will start my turn in the Dream Gate, where I can use my working a hunch to grab this clue. Using Luke's ability, and then I can move somewhere and explore. So we're looking for somewhere that we can explore connecting. So basically we're looking for the blue triangle. Or we could explore from here, but we've got this pit viper to deal with, which is kind of icky. So we're really looking for the blue triangle, so we can pop out of the ruins of Etzley, explore the blue triangle, get the VP off there, and then explore and try to get the VP off the squiggle. But we're running out of turns for that, so let's use our map with our first action. There is the blue triangle, right on top. Okay, it's a pretty easy one. It's got 2 clues though. We might draw another Drawn to the Flame. Okay, so we'll put this on the bottom, and this, and then this. got one more action. These guys are going to hunt. We can get out. The risk is, if this top card is my weakness, it might cause me problems, but we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. We're going to get a money. I like money. Alright, enemy phase, enemies hunt. In that player window, I'm going to trigger my gate box and run away so they don't hit me. No more gate boxes left. Then we go to upkeep. No. Okay. So it's in play, so we flip it over. There was a fast window somewhere there, right? I guess I missed it. I should have fast windowed this working a hunch on the overgrown ruins. So it's now 6 shroud. You have to successfully investigate it. Like, maybe we actually can. Maybe we can. Okay. So that was upkeep. That was literally the worst draw, I think, possible. So end of the round, 6. Encounter card. Oh, that's also really bad. Okay, 7. So we got this turn and next turn. I mean, we're probably going to get out, but I don't think we're going to get all the VP unless we kind of get super lucky, because we just don't have the gate box to run around with now either. Unless we draw one of my enraptured and succeed with it, or we draw a elder sign, which I've already seen my fair share of. So okay, so oh, we don't have Milan for money now either. Okay, so I'm currently I'm only 3 investigate. Yikes. We're going to do 2 magnifying glasses. So that gets me up to 5. I'm going to commit the perception, so it gets me to 7. And I'm going to throw the Milan in, gets me to 8. So we're up by 2. If this fails, we are kind of just boned. If I don't get out of this, do I take horror? Is that right? Yeah, 2 horror. So we're up by 2. Okay, cool. And we get a draw of perception. And there's the mists. Probably too late. And then this gets to flip. So we're now at the Dream Gate. So that was my first action. Second action, I think we get a resource. And then we spend 2 for working a hunch to get this clue. So we can do that because this is now connected to all revealed locations, which includes the overgrown ruins, and we can use Luke Robinson's ability. You can play 1 event each turn as if you're at a connecting location. Technically I'm engaged, but that's a fast action, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, we've got 1 more action, and then, so there's no point moving. We're just going to pop out here, I think. How risky are we going to be? I don't think we're going to get this extra VP over here. I just don't think we have enough time now with the Ancient Evils coming out there. We might be able to get the 1 VP here, depending on what cards we draw. So I think I get a money, because that way I'll have enough money if I draw my second working a hunch. Yeah, we'll just get a money. Okay. Into the investigator phase, we will pop out at the ruins of Edsley. Enemy phase, these guys hunt here. So yeah, like next turn we have to explore there, reveal it, working a hunch, move back, or investigate, move back, and just resign. Although we could just get an Ancient Evils here and just lose. If there's, I don't know if there's any left in the deck. I've drawn like a few this game, so cancelled 1. No, there's definitely still 1 in the deck. So if we just top deck an Ancient Evils here, so upkeep. Hey, working a hunch. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Still not going to be able to get the full XP, but I think that's okay. Doom, and just not an Ancient Eagles. GG. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Wow. I think that was 4 Ancient Evils in solo. Like, hitting 2, I think, would be like maybe average. Like, so I lost 3 turns because I warded 1. But like, I just needed that 1 turn. Oh well. Alright. We're defeated. We all get poisoned. Yep. We don't get a trauma from being defeated because we weren't defeated by health or damage. I mean, I think the resolution is pretty similar. I just missed out on an extra VP, I think, because I had the top of this deck stacked, right? So like we had this stacked, we needed 2 clues. So we move in, we can investigate and then move back. And then we got the working a hunch to get that second clue. So assuming we could succeed on this test, we would have got 1 more VP. But the Ancient Evils stopped that. And we got the medicine for the poison, which is what we bought the medicine for, but now we're just in a precarious spot of not having more medicine. I'm pretty sure it's easier to avoid poison for the most part in the Doom of Etzli. So, alright, let's go through this. No resolution was reached. We were defeated. We were forced to wait for additional supplies. Ichtaka's leading the way, so we've earned Ichtaka's trust. Alejandro chose to remain at camp. We had no Yig's Fury, I believe. Yep. And we get victory value X. X in this case is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Then we go to the interlude. We do read tossing and turning, so I suffer a physical or mental trauma. I'll take a mental trauma. We are low on rations. We have the binoculars, so we get 2 more experience. And then we use our medicine to remove poisoned. So we are not poisoned, but we lose the medicine. Alright. So that was back-to-back Ancient Evils, wasn't it? Wow. I mean, yeah, there's Enraptured, Wards, Drawn to the Flames, the Mists. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for watching. Not quite as good as my Skids deck, but not too bad. It could have definitely gone worse, I think. The fact that we kind of managed to parlay was good. It was just those Ancient Evils, just couldn't keep up with them. Lost 9 actions, and I think I probably could have got all of EP probably and survived, I think. Although it would have been sketchy getting back to the ruins of Etzli with these guys hunting, so maybe not. I guess, yeah. With the Mists, actually, you play the Mists down, you can evade one of them. This fine because they're both 2s, and then you get a free move with it, potentially, which could get you there, and then you just resign. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in part 2 as we take on the Doom of Etzli.